Good glute building exercises if I can't do squats or deadlifts.
Hip thrusts.
Bro, I hate hip thrusts.
I know you don't like this. I know you don't like the
I
setup,
hate
but
them more than ever. My hate for them is growing.
It's growing probably because you're seeing a lot of them and you're a contrarian.
Yes.
All right, I'll give you some more.
Give me more.
I love, here's one to go against the whole line of pull, like optimal setup stability crowd. A nice little cable pull through late in the workout when you're already fatigued.
Love that.
Little like program in like the 12 to 20 rep range.
Love
Get
that.
those toes pointed out. Nice wide stance. I like a glute extension on the back extension machine.
Yep.
Nice rounded, round that upper back, even a little tiny bit of rounded lumbar, and you're just driving those hips into the pad. Same toes pointed out, set up there. I mean, RDL, single leg RDL.
Love that. RDLs.
Bad girl, dude. I did some bad girls today. Felt great. Hip abduction, abduction for those who prefer that terminology.
Yep.
There's a few.
Dude,
what do you like for glutes?
I mean, RDLs, single leg RDLs, back extensions, single leg back extensions.
Ooh.
Single leg will light you up. Love that. I mean, I love that you brought the cable pull throughs in there. I mean, fucking Bulgarians. Come on, Bulgarians.
Absolutely.
Lunges. I mean, it's funny.
Do you modify a Bulgarian setup to hit more glute if someone were so inclined? Yeah.
More forward lean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a more forward lean in there that's going to get more glute. I think that's a better approach. If you want to get more quad, closer stance, more upright, you're going to get more quad. Like a little bit wider stance, more forward lean, you're going to get more glute. But just do them. Like, I mean, those are my tops. I'm really, and people listening are going to be like, wait, but like I thought that you recommend hip thrusts. Listen, I do what you like, and hip thrusts are clearly they're a great exercise. I fucking hate them, dude. You
don't like the setup and the
setup and the breakdown is so annoying to me. It's just like when everyone's like, how can I be more efficient in the gym? I want to get a good workout in 45 to 60 minutes. And like, we'll also do hip thrusts. I'm like, that's going to take up 20 minutes of your fucking workout. And assuming that you're working out in a public gym and you're taking all the plates and you're going to wait for someone else. Cause like, dude, I know people who aren't really strong who can easily hip thrust 315. I'm like, I'd way rather you just do RDLs. Just way rather. It's going to be better for you, better for everyone else in the gym, better, more time efficient. Like, and they're fucking uncomfortable. And it's just, I've never been more anti hip thrust than I am now. And again, I'll still program them for someone who wants them, and they're still a great exercise. But I'm really, my blood pressure is going up. I hate that hip thrust.
I love that you hate that hip thrust. I just got to give a little counter argument because I find them to be one of the best and safest ways 100%. To really load the glute.
100%.
If you're comparing like a heavy RDL to a heavy hip thrust, RDL is great because you can just pick up the weight. You can just pick the dumbbells up off the rack. There's no setup involved. There's no breakdown involved. But you're holding the 100 pound. I mean, grip can be a limiting factor too. Women, a little bit less upper body strength than men.
Straps.
Like,
versus grips.
but just the lumbar exposure in an RDL relative to a hip thrust.
Listen, there's no question. It's an amazing exercise for your glutes. There's no question. No one in their right mind can argue against it. But then I'm thinking, okay, like all the RDL, you also get your erectors, you get more back in there. If you want to get your grip work in there, you get that. I think it's an overall better exercise for athletic performance, for health, for strength, for all of that. If we're just targeting the glutes, very safe, very effective, takes an unbelievable amount of time, and it's very inconvenient. You got to find the right fucking bench. You got to get the right height. You've got to make sure you're not going to push the bench over. Just do something. Come on.
What if we're going to find some common ground here. You and I are about to find a nice common ground.
We've already found it. We've found that common ground.
No, but even more common. The most common ground. This ground is the most common ground.
Most common. Everyone knows it's common ground.
What about a single leg hip thrust?
It's pretty common.
George. What about a single leg hip thrust? Doesn't require the barbell, doesn't require the setup. If you can tempo it, you can 1.5 it, you can slowly centric, and if you get too good with body weight, you can load the dumbbell pretty effectively over like the top of one leg.
Way better. I program single leg hip thrusts all the time, and at least probably like 6 out of 12 programs every year, if not more. Like I program them all the time. Way better. And I would way rather do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I program way more single leg hip thrust than I do barbell hip thrust for the reason that you described. A barbell hip thrust is like a replacement for like a deadlift or some like a more complex compound movement that you're going to load heavier. Whereas a single leg hip thrust is an easy, nice, like in the 8 to 15, 10 to 15 rep range.
Yeah.
Money in the bank.
That was super common ground.
So common. So common.